everybody, welcome back to my channel, Jenny Joe. Today guys, we are gonna talk about
Bunny.
Band-Aid. Today guys, we're gonna talk about the difference of how to live in the Philippines or in America. So that's the difference about this lifestyle of lifestyle and stuff like that. So before I started, I'll show you Kian's clothes. He's wearing a swim attire. He just
Swim a tiger. Swim a tiger.
swim attire. What's your
tiger? Swim tiger.
Yeah, he saw that in his drawer and he just wants to wear it. And I explained it to him, this is for the swimming attires and stuff like that. And he still like wants to wear it, so I just let him. But I explained it to him that we are not doing any activities in water today because we still have school. So from there on, we're gonna go start talking about the difference. All right, first of that, we're gonna do the environment. The environment in the Philippines is very humid, very humid. Pretty much the weather. That's very humid, 100% humid, hot, and then there's just two seasons, summer and rainy season. And then in America, you guys have 4 seasons, and then there's a fall, winter, summer, and spring. So mostly in the spring is a little rainy seasons because of the rain for the plants to do and grow up, for summer to get ready. The one in the other difference is the houses. In the houses in the Philippines, you can just build your own house, like even just 2x2 wood, 2x2 wood, and they like a plywood and whatever, and then just a roof, and then you can do that. And then the only thing if you just find a spot where you're gonna put that house, you're totally fine if everyone's okay with it. Not like everyone, permanent governments were not gonna do it, but has overpopulated country, they can't really take every one of it that's no house and stuff like that, so they can just try to do that. In America, you need the actual thing for the government to put a house in there, and architects, and then you guys have a like very nice building houses that you can like the foundations and walls and nice roof, and then the house is already full AC or a heater. But in in the Philippines, we don't have AC. The only thing we have is electric fan. Some of it there's no electricity, so the only thing they can do is just big windows, just to airs goes away and in and out of their house. That's the things in the difference about the houses and how they built. You can build whenever you want, wherever you wanted, with no other like property taxes or house insurance or anything like that. In America, you guys have those. And then the second one is the cars. The cars in here is you guys still have the license. You need a license. You need a actual license and then house insurance, car insurance, and what do you guys call that? You can do whatever you do in your car. In the Philippines, you can drive without driver's license. You can drive someone's car without like you can rent them. You can rent them even though you don't have especially if you're just relatives or you know that persons and stuff like that. Without driver's license, you can do that. Just don't get caught. Just don't get caught in the we call it LTO, land transportation's office. So I think in here is how you guys call that, I think probably the same thing, Land Transportation's office. It's that's the difference. You just don't get caught, but you can drive a car without license or motorcycles without license, and then you can borrow someone's car to drive around with like there's no insurance, no anything. Just don't make sure you get caught or any accidents, because it would be an accident. That's a difference too. If you get an accident in the Philippines, there's an insure some other, I'm not saying all of them or all of us, but mostly people don't have a car insurance in the Philippines. The more of the car insurance people is more of those in the higher area, higher rank of the populations, those riches and stuff like that. They have like totally everything insurance. They usually have car insurance, house insurance, and stuff like that. But most of us, let's say, is 90% or 99% of the populations in the Philippines don't have any insurance, house insurance, cars insurance, or whatnot insurance. And in America, you guys have you definitely have a driver's license. You definitely have a car insurance, and you don't. You really have a what else? Um, I think that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much it. So from there, that's the only difference. And then the insurance area is way opposite. So have insurance in America, there's no insurance in the Philippines. There are insurance, but most likely not have insurance. In the medical area, it's the same. You guys have in the Philippines, there is a health insurance. We call it PhilHealth, but that PhilHealth is not mandatory. Not mandatory. You can do whatever you if you want to put it in some money or stuff like that. They will do, but there's a things that they're not covered or stuff like that with the things, because it's just whatever. It's not really mandatory things in the Philippines to have a PhilHealth and stuff like that, because a bunch of the Filipinos can't really afford to give extra money for the monthly, it's like for the health later on and stuff like that. But they more prefer to have a food to put in their tables and stuff like that, because the minimum or the hourly thing in the Philippines is really low. So we are overpopulated, as you can know, you're overpopulated. So we work and just give the like enough money just to provide your family, and there's no extra left. In America, it's mandatory to have a health insurance. It's mandatory to do the insurance, any insurance, health insurance, car insurance, property insurance, and whatever you have on you. You guys have those law. In the Philippines, it's not mandatory. It's up to you. Pretty much, it's up to you if you're gonna give put left a little bit left in your PhilHealth, or like kind of insure a little health insurance of your stuff and whatnot like that. So it's really way different, because just by building a house, you can just build by a really tiny sheds, things that you can just do whatever. You can live without electricity, you can live without a ACs, cars and stuff like that. In America, you have the actual like the local or the state things that you're gonna put a house in that area, the property tax, the how you guys call that, in the insurance, and you know what I mean, because that's a way different. And how we lived, and it's the same thing as like you financially in America. You guys have, if you have lower incomes, and then you can't really totally provide your enough salary from your things to provide to your family, the government will help. And the Philippines is not, because it's not like that. Whatever you earn, that's what it is. There's no government to help. There's no, they will help, but it's not the same as America. Like, they will definitely help, but has overpopulated, not everyone can give, or not everyone can receive, what I mean, receive help from government. And oh my god, it's a bunch of different things that's how I know the difference about how living in the Philippines and how I lived in America, because I've been living about 10 years here, and then I've been live in the Philippines for more than 20 years. So how I experienced that, my childhood, the bikes and stuff like that, or the motorcycles, no insurance, license, and cars. I don't know how to drive in the Philippines, like actual cars, but I know how to do on motorcycles. But when I'm driving in the Philippines, I don't have any motorcycle license. So and when I got here, I have to learn drivers to drive and to have a driver's license before I totally go to the street, or to the thing that how you guys call it, to do a comfortable driving it, that they don't got caught. Oh my god. My life in the Philippines was very enjoyable. I didn't regret any of those things, but there is a how you guys call that, we always just think positives, and then don't if you have a problem, just deal with it, try to solve it slowly and stuff like that. Especially financially, it's always financially, probably, especially for my family, that after my father died, we got really financially hard for us to do it, because he's mostly the ones that provide the financial in the house. When he's gone, we have to do it. We each almost each one of us have to work to pay the bills, to pay the to have something food to our tables. It's hard, but as you can see, just think positive, always good vibes and stuff like that, and it will continue. The Lord or the universe or nature will definitely give you back what you do, what you gave. So, and then especially for my family and some of my relatives help us, thank you for them, and then support us. And then for in here, when I got here, I I do work. I kind of provide some of the, like, financially expensive, some of the stuff in the Philippines, but not all the time, because as now, I don't have a work. It's my husband's money, and I don't wanna really touch his money, because it's his money. He earns it, and I don't wanna just give it to, like, I do to my family, but I don't want to use his money or something. So I just do that. I just explain it to my family that I like that. And what? Well, anyway, anyway, that's the totally difference about how I lived in the Philippines and how I live in America. The difference about how living in the Philippines, and how the houses, the car insurance, the cars, the license, and what else that is it difference. Obviously the populations is more. The Philippines is very small country, but it's more populated than America. America is just huge. It gets first, like, I think it's just the California, I think, probably is the only, like, kind of almost size has Philippines. So that's just it. Philippines is already like millions of peoples, of billions probably. I don't calculate, but we're overpopulated, populated in the Philippines, and then just compared to America, it's enormous and stuff like that. It's just by the size of the California, we're already right like that. So the difference of how we live in is financially down. The expensive that we do in Philippines is pesos and stuff like that, but it's not enough. America is dollars, some of it is not enough, but government will help. Hopefully you understand my explanations, and hopefully you understand the difference. But I both accept all those differences, and because I lived and loved the country, my country, and then live and love my other country too. So I'm just gonna end this video, guys. So I'm just gonna do it because it's already about, I've been talking to you so non-stop. So I'm gonna end this video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel, Johnny Joes, and don't forget to press the red bell button so every time I uploaded you get notified. Bye bye everybody, have a great day.